Okay, welcome to my channel. I am the Model Citizen, and today we're going to have some fun with Openbox on the PlayStation 3. So, alright, I'm going to switch over to the PlayStation, Linux, and just to prove it to you that, this is my PlayStation 3 that we're looking at, I'm going to show you a trick. If I log in as root, and okay, first thing is let me make this font a little bigger. There, now you can read it. I'm going to run PS3 boot game OS. Watch this. Now, Linux is going to shut down. Basically, what that command just did is it set a certain flag in the hypervisor, so that the PS3, there it goes, knows to reboot into the game OS. How about that? A little bit of Linux magic. Now, since we actually need to be back in Linux, I'm going to show you how to do that. System settings. This is the PlayStation 3 as it was originally meant to function. This was the original vision for Ken Kutaragi. Change this to other OS. PlayStation 3 wants to reboot, so let it reboot. Now the hypervisor has that flag set, and it's going to set to boot game OS. I mean boot other OS. This is it's going to load a bootloader called Petit Boot. It's one of the early PowerPC bootloaders for Linux. So I'm going to load this top kernel here, Fedora 12 2.6.32.26. That's my kernel. And I actually built this kernel. It's a custom kernel build for the PlayStation 3. All right, we're back where we started. Now, we're going to put Openbox. Openbox is a window manager. I'll show it to you. I already have Openbox here on the PlayStation 3. This is my graphical desktop. It's the window manager is Openbox, and the panel here at the bottom is Tint 2. Let me show you. Let's see, if I run yum info Openbox, I'll get the version here. Here it is, 3.4.11. So this is that's the version of Openbox that we're running. Now what I'm going to do, let's exit out of my GUI. Okay, and now just so that we're not gonna spend the next 20 minutes staring at a black screen, I'm gonna switch back over to my laptop here. There we are. Okay. This is a little bit friendlier environment to work in, um, where I have access to a graphical terminal like this one. Now, first thing, I'm going to log in to my PlayStation over SSH. There we are. I'm logged in. Okay. If I change directories to this is where I put source code to, projects that I'm building or that I'm working on. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Openbox 3.4.11. That's the one that I'm running now. Now this right here, this is the source code for my version of Openbox, but I want the newer version of Openbox, so I want the latest and greatest, you know what I mean? How about let's go to GitHub here, and let's find the Openbox project and see what the newest one is. Right here, Openbox Window Manager. This is the project. And let's take a look at the tags. Yeah, here's the releases. 3.6.0 looks like that's like the newest one. It's from 2015 right here. I'm going to download the tarball. I guess I just downloaded it to my laptop. So let's see. Let me open up a new terminal here. This is my laptop computer. I'm going to change directories to my downloads. There it is. That's what I just downloaded, Openbox release. I'm going to SCP that file over to my PlayStation over the network. And we're going to put it in home, MC PS3. Look at that. That's bash completion. It works over the network. How cool is that? That's so convenient. And it's going to go into my source code directory. Okay. Now it should be on the PlayStation. Let's list the contents of this directory, and there it is. Openbox release 3.6.0, the new one. Okay, so let's build it. We're going to expand that archive, and now there will be a new directory. There it is. So let's change to that directory. Oops. There. Now, normally you would run a configure script first when you're building a package from source code, but there is none here. But what there is a script called Bootstrap. So let's run Bootstrap. Yep, that looks like it's the right one. So what this is doing is it's creating a configure script for us to run. I guess I can close this. Okay, see? Look at that. You're now ready to run configure. That's nice. All right. Well, let's do that. and we'll run it with the help option. Now, this is going to tell us all the available build options that we can set. So I'm already pretty familiar with the build for Openbox. So we're going to run configure. First one is going to be prefix. This is the top level directory where we want it to install to. And we're going to set it to /usr. Also, I'm going to give it the architecture that we're going to build on, or build for. The PlayStation 3 is a PowerPC 64 platform. Well, it's binary compatible with PowerPC 64. To be exact. And now let's look at some of these other options. Disable option, no. Disable feature. Silent rules, don't need that. Strict ANSI, no. Warnings, no. We're not going to enable debug. Enable dependency tracking. I usually set that, so enable dependency tracking. Look at that. Bash completion works for configure scripts. That's really nice. Okay, enabled. Okay, we're going to enable shared and static. Enable shared. Enable static. Those are the types of libraries that it's going to build. So enabling static means that it'll build the libraries, into the binary. So it should run as fast as possible, not having to use shared libraries. Anyway, let's see. We're going to leave these alone. Now, disable startup notification. I'm going to do that. These window managers, these GUI desktops, they always have this thing called startup notification. I don't even really know what that does. So let's get rid of it. How about, let's see, disable xcursor, imlib, srvg. I'm going to leave all these alone except for xsignorama. That's for multiple monitors. And the PS3 only uses one monitor, so we can disable that. Let's see, what are these last ones here? Oh, we're going to enable with GNU LD because that's our linker. Let's see, and we're going to enable with X because X is our GUI server. All right, those should be good flags for building. And now the last thing we're going to do is set the compiler flags for to optimize for the PS3. So we're going to set C flags equals O2. This is the level of optimization will be 2. And we're going to set a few more special flags that help to optimize for the cell broadband engine. Fomit, Fomit frame pointer. And we're going to tell the compiler that it is building for a cell broadband engine processor. And we're going to set the same thing for C++ language. O2, F omit, frame pointer, and MCPU is the cell broadband engine. Okay, let's see if that. What did I misspell? Whoopsie daisy. Let's see if that configures. Now it'll work. Okay. Oh, I misspelled frame. Okay. Yeah, I have to learn how to type. I misspell a lot of things. Look at that. Our configure script worked. Okay. Now, at the end here, it shows you some of the options that are turned on and turned off. Now, for some reason, this IMlib2 here is turned off, and so is SVG support. Just for shits and giggles, let's do a yum search for IMlib2. See if there's anything in the repositories that aha, right here, IMlib2 and IMlib2 devel. I bet you we need those packages. Now, what about this other one, librsvg? RSVG. Let's see what Yum has to say about that. Oh, look at that. There's librsvg packages. Let's install those. So I'm going to run sudo yum install. Let's see, IMlib2 and IMlib2 devel. And librsvg2 and librsvg2 devel. Now, I'm going to install these 4 packages, and then we're going to rerun configure and see if it recognizes these libraries here. Yes, install. Now, PlayStation is downloading these packages from the online repository archives. Okay, that's done. And now, whenever I redo a configuration, I generally just delete the directory and reopen the tar archive. So Openbox release. Yeah, let's delete that directory and make it again. Like that. Okay, let's run configure again. Oh, I left in all my misspellings. Let me fix that. fomit. Oh, we have to run Bootstrap. Okay, Bootstrap will create our configure script, and then we can run configure. There it is. We're now ready to run configure, so we're going to run our configuration again and see if those libraries are turned on. Huh, look at that. All right, now IMlib2 library is a yes, and SVG is a yes. So now we're going to run make. And what make is going to do is it's going to compile the binaries with all the options that we set. And this Openbox will be configured to run optimal on the PlayStation 3. So now sometimes these compiling these packages can take a little while. So what I like to do whenever I'm building packages is play some PlayStation. Oh, do that. Oh, whoopsie daisy. It crashed. Try that again.
Soul Calibur 3. Welcome to the new stage of history.
I won't lose!
Versus Talum. The winds guide her with visions of the heavens.
I will never lose!
Oh, look at that. Openbox is finished.
Some things can only be conveyed through battle.
Battle
Oh, wow.
1.
Okay.
Fight!
Win!
All right. Enough of this foolishness. Our package is done building.
Soul Calibur 3.
So we can close that and turn off the PlayStation 2. Okay. Now that our Openbox is done building, now we can run sudo make install. Now it's installing the binaries that it just built. And and it's finished. So I'm gonna log out of the PlayStation 3. There we go. And close the terminal. Alright, I'm going to switch back over to the PlayStation right where we left it. And I probably don't have to do this, but I'm going to anyway. I'm going to reboot it. I told you, I can't type. Okay, give the PS3 a second to reboot itself. Okay, we're going to boot my custom kernel here. Okay, we're logged in, and to run Openbox, I'm going to run start X. And there we are. It works. This is the newest, latest and greatest, even though it's from 2015, version of Openbox that's available from GitHub. And it seems to work just like it's supposed to. Thunar works. Open Firefox, runs Firefox just fine. All right, okay. Well, I hope you learned something. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you might want to do that. Because then I'll know to make more videos. All right then. Let's switch on back to my my laptop here. All right then. Have a good day. I hope you learned something.